Hey guys, how's it going? Josue back again with another video on Hear Me Raw. And today I want to talk, tonight, side here, I want to talk to you guys about something that holds a lot of people back. And, this is not necessarily a bad thing, but if it can get out of hand. And what I want to talk about today is perfectionism. Now, what I've learned along my journey is that perfectionism is another type of it's like wanting control. Like you end up kind of wanting control over things. Like perfectionism, if you're a perfectionist, it tends to run into like all aspects of your life because everything in life is connected. So however you are, however your qualities are, whatever you tend to do in one thing kind of goes in other things. Let's say, for instance, you're a very angry person. You get angry a lot. It translates to your relationships. It translates to like you even to your driving. It translates to, to life. Like it goes everywhere. For the same reason, like when you succeed in one aspect of your life, whatever you did to succeed in that aspect, you can take it to any other aspect of your life. Like you can take it anywhere. Like for me, one of the first things I think, probably not one of the first things, but one of the parts of my life that I was very happy about is how I was able to succeed in the gym. I was able to get really big and I got the body that I wanted. And that was a pretty big success for me. So that helped me, like how I succeeded in doing that, I took it in other parts of my life. Same thing with going vegan. The fact that I was able to go vegan overnight, that was a really big success for me. And I was able to translate that to other parts of my life as well. And of course, raw veganism, oh my goodness, what I've learned from that, eating more fruits and vegetables like that, just everything I've learned from that literally has transformed my whole life. So perfectionism, if you let it get out of hand, it can do some damage, man. I think the biggest damage it does, of course, is if you have like a dream or a goal, if you have something that you want to do, and you're putting it on hold because you're trying to be perfect. There is no better time than now. If you're ready to do it now. Don't let the fact that it's not perfect stop you. Do the best with what you have now, rather than like putting it off and waiting to be perfect. Because sometimes it gets so out of hand that you wait for one thing, then you get it, and then there's another. Because there's always going to be some way to fix something. There's always going to be some way to improve something. But if you keep on waiting, then you're standing still. But if you get it started at least, then you're moving forward, and you can always improve over time. You don't have to get it perfect right away. Like you see some of the biggest YouTube channels, for instance. You look back at their old videos, they started at a very low quality, but as they started gaining a following and putting more time into their craft and learning and everything like that, they were just improving and improving and improving. So definitely, do your best not to let perfectionism get in your way. I know I used to be quite a bit of a perfectionist. Not too much, but definitely a little bit too much. And it really just translated me to wanting to have control over so many things. I even wanted to have control over my friends, my family. Like I literally just wanted control. Like if something wasn't perfect, like wasn't the way that I wanted it, it affected me. I would always be analyzing and judging things left and right. And so I'd always be in my head, I'm like, this is not right, this is not right, this should be this way, this should be that way. And, that perfectionist mentality, it really takes the joy, it sucks the joy out of life. It's a very controlling personality, and one thing I've had to let go in order to live a happier life, a calmer life, just in order to live, actually, just in order to live, I had to let go of control. I mentioned this many, many times. Like, we really don't want so much control because you think about the universe, you think about just our bodies, the amount of things that take place, the amount of life that goes on around us at all times. Imagine having to control all of that. We can't even control ourselves. Like we impact ourselves, but we can't control them or organs and things like that. So wanting to be in control, like if you want to be in control, go ahead, go for it. I have released control. I have surrendered. I don't really I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do think of like how I would want things to be, but I see that it's better to just kind of accept things as they are, and see the beauty in things in the way that they are now. Because there's so much beauty. Like there's a lot of beauty in the imperfection. Like, for instance, in a relationship, like you should love that person for their imperfections. Like their imperfections make that person. Like if you love somebody, but you're looking at ways that you can fix them, quote unquote. Like if you're looking for ways that you can improve them, then you might not. Then do you really love that person? You kind of have to love somebody for who they are. You gotta love their imperfections. In fact, their imperfections are part of the reason they are the way they are now. You know. So yeah, perfectionism. I try I try my best. Like I said, I do sometimes want things to change, and it's hard and it's painful at times too, because of some things I want to change literally directly affect, loved ones and people close to me. But everything happens for a reason. There is a grand scheme in the universe. There is something bigger than all of us. It is us, but it's like it is so much going on, and there are things happening right now. Like even when you can't see something happening, there are things happening. Energies are moving, vibrations are connecting, and things are manifesting all the time because all of us were constantly thinking. So there's a method to this madness. There's a reason why things are the way that they are. And the fact that life is imperfect actually makes it perfect, because if life was perfect, then what would we be doing here? Like everything would be perfect already. We'd wake up, we'd probably do the same thing every single day, go back to bed. But everything that we go through is kind of it's interesting. I think I enjoy it quite a bit. You know, it's easier for me now to enjoy it now that I've released control, that I've released trying to be perfect. I'd rather experience life. I'd rather go through life. I'd rather not let anything stop me from doing what I want. Yes, I might, like right now, for instance, if I was a perfectionist, I would not be making videos because my camera broke, so my quality is lower. But I believe that my message needs to be out there. So until I get another camera, I've been using my phone camera to make videos, lower quality. But if I was a perfectionist, you guys wouldn't be hearing my voice. You wouldn't be seeing me right now, and that would take away from what I'm trying to do. So, moral of the story is it's okay to want to perfect things. It's okay to want things to be a certain way, but just know that if things don't happen the way that you want them to, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Just relax, and however something happens, it happened for a reason. There is something from there's something to learn from that moment and from the way it happened, and we just kind of have to relax. Like if something doesn't go the way that you want it, and you're getting angry, you're getting stressed, you're getting anxious. I mean, pay attention to the fact that you have just let you have just let an event, totally affect your mood, totally affect how you feel. And when these things happen over and over and over, like constantly, you kind of lose your power. You lose your power. External events are controlling your life. And for me, I've had to get to a state where things can happen, but I can't let them affect me. If I keep letting them affect me, then I'm not truly in control. Like the one thing that we can control is how we feel about things. Like if something happens to you, you can control. You can take a deep breath and decide how you want to react to that situation, how you want to feel about that situation. If you happen to react in a way that's not so good for you, you still have the choice to turn that around, to change how you feel. That's what you have control over. You don't have control over everything happening outside of you. So just let it happen. Whatever is happening outside of you anyway has already manifested. It's out of your control. It's already put into progress. But in the here and now, you can decide how you're gonna feel, how you're gonna react, what are you gonna say, and what your actions are gonna be. That is your power. So, if you like this video, of course, hit the like button below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one if you have not already. Hit the bell to be notified for new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.